Today we're doing another VOD review. The date of this match was played on September 15th. We are reviewing Ox Andy today. He is a platinum player on PlayStation, which is fine. We do console reviews, any tier, any console, doesn't matter here. If this is your first time watching one of these, my name is Canadian. I am a Grandmaster Zarya main on multiple accounts on multiple seasons. I make a lot of educational Zarya content. You can check out my YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Discord, all in the description. Today we're going to be looking at Ox Andy's, who I'm just going to refer to as Andy from here on out. We're going to be looking at his positioning, ability usage, target selection, reloading if it's a problem, all those sorts of things. And hopefully, at the end of this, we give him some tips and he can improve. Anyways, guys, let's get started. Lots of spam there with the Junkrat. Good job with the personal shield. Might have overextended a little though. You have who's your other tank? Is it a Roadhog? Oh, it is a Roadhog. Alright, well I thought you had a Reinhardt, so never mind my overextending comment. I don't really like this bubble here, because you see on your screen right here that the Genji is reflecting, so he's perfectly safe. And then unfortunately we do put the bubble on him, which is it's redundant, as in it's not doing anything, and we used our 8-second bubble cooldown, so a bit unfortunate bubble there. So by the way guys, just to clarify, the bubble still did get energy because the reflect ended, but the reason why I'm not a fan of it is because Genjis kind of are in control of their own fate for the most part. They know how to like duck, dodge, weave, dash, reflect, etc. And while it did give us energy, I still don't think it was a good bubble. Melt the Diva mech, yeah, there you go. Beautiful. Also, I don't know if you can do this on console, but I definitely recommend turning on allied health bars, so you could see, which of your teammates needs a bubble. Like if there's multiple people fighting, then you know which one has the least amount of health versus who's full HP, and then you can shield this guy. Definitely a great tip for Zarya is turn on allied health bars. I was gonna say grenade the Diva mech, but you are out of ammo, so I can't really fault you there.
Já formou res, mano.
Yeah, this is kind of some weird aim. So right before this, you see Mercy is right here. You should really be going for her instead of this Junkrat, because the new Mercy is gonna kind of res all these people, so she's really the priority here instead of the Junkrat. That's actually Lucio, excuse me. The Mercy was off to the right.
Já formou res, mano.
Good kill there on the soldier. Melt the Diva mech again. She's just feeding you tons and tons of ult charge. Oh, you did grenade the mech, but the timing was a bit off. That barrier there was kind of a we won the fight barrier, so not really too critical of that one. So just for this first engagement, we had a lot of good personal shields. Good target selection, burning down the front line of Diva and whatnot. Just kind of got to work on the projected barriers and try and get more value out of them. We've been getting good energy, but it probably would have been great to have a shield there for Genji when he ulted. That would have been we shielded him just before, so the timing was a little off there, as well as turning on those allied health bars so we can see who we should shield when. Also, this is a great barrier here on Roadhog. So especially because you guys are A, still capping the point, and B, your Roadhog is your current frontliner. He is moving in front of your whole team. Bubbling a Roadhog that gets a hooked is really good in most situations because it stops your Roadhog from getting crowd controlled, so he can't complete the kill. He could be slept here, knocked aside, etc. So that's why this bubble is really good. And he's a big target, so he gets focused, you get energy for it, everyone wins. The one positioning thing I'd recommend here is move up with your Roadhog, because you don't need... Zarya wants to be fighting like almost at all times so she can keep her energy up, keep dishing out her just like tons of damage. And by being where you are over here, there might have been a missed opportunity to like body block for our Roadhog with our personal shield. You know, it's hard to say because we're over here, but it's a very common thing that I do personally is, you know, when you're with your front line, you bubble them, and then you can walk past them and use your own bubble to further protect them as they retreat. So definitely want to be on the front line with your Roadhog in the future. Oh god. Oh, good shield. I would hide if I were you, because you really don't want to die and lose this energy. So the Genji, he just used Reflect and then dashed in, so this is probably a good time to shield the Genji. Yeah, unfortunately, he did die. So I just want to, so everyone sees that. Genji is hopping about right here. You see his Reflect is going. So I think this is a mistake on the Genji's part. And then he dashed in, which is just like crazy. So definitely, you know, as Zarya like, oh crap, you need a shield. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get it on him. We definitely had an opportunity there.
Deixa gastar ult agora, deixa gastar ult agora no spawn.
That's a good barrier. I'm surprised you haven't gravitoned yet. Don't grab now. Ooh, you're gonna grab, I think, but you have like no ammo. Oh, no, you're holding it. Okay. You were versus a team with a ton of squishy characters and absolutely no shields. You should get like a fat graviton. Oh my god, right here. Yep, perfect. We see just like 1, 2, 3 Mercy right here. Just everybody. The enemy team is honestly just like making this so easy for you. It's so gross. Shield your Roadhog! Shield your Roadhog! There you go. Oh man. Your Roadhog got knocked up by the Junkrat, and then he missed a ton of his whole hog. If you had just shielded him like a half second sooner, I don't think he would have been CC'd, he would have just melted all of them. It's kind of unfortunate. Also, the other thing is, when you do this grab, or hang on, the reload happens. You shoot one grenade right here, but then you start using beam, and I think definitely you wanted to go with more grenades in this situation because you're super high energy, there's a ton of squishy targets, and they are all grouped up, so grenade is going to be doing damage to all 5 of them. And whereas beam's only doing damage to one. So we see right here at 68 ammo, we see a lot of beam come out. Just beam, 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 and definitely a missed opportunity for like 2 or 3 grenades there. You guys had to use 4 ults to clean that up, which is sad because it was such a huge grab. Good job with the Diva mech. Yeah, this is where you want to move up. Zarya is not a cart person. You want to move up and create space by pushing these streets. Kind of probably play this corner here, I would say, so you can kind of see, like, yo, Zarya's over here, she's supercharged, I dare you to come towards me. And then if they start attacking you, you can shield, then you can fall back around this corner. But being over here, you're just kind of letting this charge all, you know, go to waste. Yeah, see, whoever this is, you'd probably want eyes on them because they're frontlining right now. Yeah, the enemy team is just letting you have so much space. See, this bubble here on Genji was a lot better than the first bubble we saw on Genji because he's reflecting, and then when the reflect ends, we see the bubble come out. So 2 very different bubbles. One is while he's reflecting, which is no, and one is after he's reflecting, which is a lot better. Oh my god, thank your healers. Uh-oh. 2 dead? 4v6? I think you probably just want to leave at this point. Okay,
Together,
4 versus
we are
5.
strong.
Let's look at this reload. I think we had a bad reload right here. See, one grenade. No, I take it back. 3 ammo left. That's a perfectly fine reload. Kill there. Good shield on the hog because he's frontlining. So, okay, so here's a small positioning thing right here. I can understand we're falling back because, you know, our personal shield's on cooldown, but right here, we get our shield back. So, I want us to move in with that shield.
Mas
Because we want to help our Roadhog. So right here, what I want to see happen is we just shielded him, so this is obviously on cooldown. And he's drinking, so you know his drink is on cooldown. We want to move up right next to Roadhog, like right here, and use our personal shield so we block all this fire coming at him, and as Zarya we still get energy. And that way you are in a much better position to dish out a ton of damage, because what we're seeing happening is we're tossing out grenades from, like, I don't want to say like it's a far distance, but it's not really close either. And we're just kind of getting like okay hits on them. So like 60 to 63%. We like 3% for that grenade. That means we're just kind of hitting them on the edge. If you're standing right here, you can just shoot the grenades like right at their feet. You know, knock both of these characters in the air, get tons of damage on them. Like that grenade, that's a lot better. 63 to 74%. See, those are the grenades we're looking for. But we had this personal shield, definitely plenty of opportunities to use it here to help Roadhog frontline, and we're just kind of holding on to it, and I'm not sure why.
mas tá lutando toda.
And don't get me wrong, I definitely agree that, or think that you shouldn't use personal shield until people focus you, and no one's focused you, so you haven't used it. So the discipline to not use it there is good because no one shot at you, but at the same time, no one's focusing you because you're positioning super far back behind your Roadhog, and Roadhog isn't really a solo frontliner. He definitely needs a buddy. So like here, yeah, you're doing a good job not using it in terms of no one shooting you, but your positioning relative to your frontliner is what needs to be improved, in my opinion.
Mas tá lutando toda hora também, né?
Oh, grenade finisher. I was kind of hoping you were going
Mas tá
to.
lutando toda
Your
hora.
reloads have been pretty good, by the way. So right here, you're at 97 charge, which does about 95 damage, and he's at 125 HP. Right here, grenade. You need a grenade right here just to kill him. He has like 50 HP. Unfortunate that he gets away. Yeah.
Boa, gente.
This must be 9:15. This must be before the patch because Mercy just rezzed both of you guys, and the symbol's different. Yeah, this is before the Mercy change.
Mas não tem essa. A deles.
Damn, you lost all your charge. That sucks. So like, so here's another like example. So we don't have any charge. The soldier is behind us, but you could be chasing them down because you have personal shield here. So you start to back up, and I'm not sure why, because you have your team with you. You've got your shield cooldowns. You're kind of low on ammo, but you know you can pressure these two 100% with the personal shield. Lucio's contesting somewhere? Yeah, Lucio's contesting somewhere. No, it was Mercy had to fly in somehow. Ooh, really good barriers there. Alright, don't graviton because you guys just capped the point, so you have to wait for the little barrier to move down. And to graviton now, the cart's not gonna move forward any farther if you grab. So don't do it. Hopefully, we hold on to it. Yeah, so again, we have, you know, decent charge. We just reloaded, so we had full ammo. You could probably play like around here, up here, because you have the personal shield, and you can fall back. I guess the main thing is just, you know, be a little more aggressive in your positioning when you have, you know, all the right, you know, checkboxes: ammo, charge, and personal shield. When you have those three, you can definitely be a little more aggressive. Good shield on your ulting teammate. That's really good. They use sound barrier, so now I would probably want to get a graviton because they just clooped up. I was gonna say clumped and grouped, and I said clooped. They just grouped up. They just use sound barrier, and you see that Mercy's there. So this is a great opportunity for graviton. There you go. So yeah, we're aggressive positioning, but the thing that we're missing, right, we moved up when we used our personal shield. We didn't have the duck back. Right, we moved up, we used a personal shield, we're trying to dish out damage. But right now, once the shield's gone, that's when you need to fall back so you don't lose all this glorious charge. You know, there's like a bob and weave to playing Zarya, especially with the personal shield use. And you have to really, you know, get that pattern like ingrained in your playstyle in order to farm energy safely without dying and losing it and dying to overextending.
peraí que eu tô quase nas costas dele, peraí. Aguenta um pouquinho. Quando tu quiser, Change.
That wasn't bad. So, I had a couple of thoughts, like, right
Quando tu
before you
quiser, Change.
grabbed. You're standing on the payload, which I like, not necessarily needed here, but it's not a bad habit to like get into, like use the payload to get vantage points, etc. So just it's kind of a neutral point that you're standing on the payload. I like that you're doing it because it's like sort of creative. It's not necessarily, it's not bad by any means. It just didn't add much, but it's not a big deal. Right here, I think the weird thing that I was seeing was you're kind of lasering mid-air before you graviton, so you wasted about 20 ammo, which is almost one grenade. That was just kind of like a small like nitpicky thing. If you have in your head that you are going to graviton, try and conserve your ammo. Now you can't always do that. Sometimes a graviton will present itself while you're fighting, so you don't have time to reload. But I don't really think this was one of those times. You kind of saw it from a distance, like, okay, I want to grab here. Just, let go of the fire button for a second there, so you have more ammo to attack the grab. Now I like this grab for a lot of reasons, and I'll rewind to show you what they are. The Winston used his bubble right here. So you know that the Winston has no barrier to protect his team from the graviton. So that's the first reason I like this grab. The second reason, oops, I went too far, is you caught the Mercy in it, which is huge, especially, it doesn't matter what patch Mercy is. Always good to catch Mercy and grab, even now. So you catch her in it. The soldier gets sucked in from back here, so that was kind of a lucky break. I wasn't too fond of the positioning originally. While you did catch Mercy, it was just the Mercy. So catching the soldier kind of made this more worth it than it was initially. So it's a good graviton. You catch two squishies, no barrier from the Winston. You have decent charge. You've got an okay amount of ammo. And then obviously you have the follow-up from your McCree. So it was a good graviton play there. I think the Winston's still alive behind you? Yeah. So now you need to move up, get aggressive with this personal shield to try and stop them contesting the cart. Yep, there you go. Oh, okay, here's a tip for fighting any heroes that require like precision aiming. Is shoot grenades at their feet, like Soldier, McCree, Widow, Hanzo, any heroes like that. Because right here you have your shield. If you had he jumped in the air. If you had tossed a grenade at his feet right here, you would have like messed up you would have knocked him in the air again and potentially messed up his aim, so he doesn't kill you with this scatter. So definitely versus heroes like Hanzo, like I said, any of those hit scan heroes, grenades to displace them, move them around are really, really good. God, he did 300 damage to you with that. That's fun. Hardhog dropped him off the edge. Oh, that sucks. We missed the grenade. Shield your Roadhog? Yep, there you go. I was gonna say he's frontlining for you right now, so shield him. Unfortunately, you didn't have the communication from Genji. He was about to ult, or else I would have probably saved the shield for him. But not a big deal. Mercy's not a priority anymore because Mercy is not a priority anymore because she did just use her big ultimate resurrect, so you can kind of focus on other heroes now. Shield that Genji. Oh, please get the shield on the Genji. Oh, there you go. Good stuff. I was pretty sure he was gonna die. This is where those allied health bars really comes in. Yep. Yeah, so this was a good example of your bob and weave. You moved up versus the Junkrat, you got your energy, and then we see the retreat. You want this sort of flow to your Zarya playstyle more and more. You want to see this sort of rotation between Zarya's cooldowns and positioning to happen more consistently with the personal shield. That way we can get our charge and get out with it without dying.
Oh, Genji, consegue dar uma contestada naquele jank lá?
Oh, grenade! Oh, okay. I rewound for a second there, guys. I want to see the reload right here. 90 ammo reload? No, your reloads have been really good, actually. Yeah, burn the D.Va mech down. You're just a full charge Zarya. You're a scary monster.
Tô com 95, peraí, gente.
Oh, and they used the sound barrier. This is perfect. Wait for the sound barrier to end, burn the D.Va mech down, then use the graviton and win the game. There you go, shield on the Genji was good. This Genji, man, he keeps reflecting and then dashing, and I feel like it's the opposite. I feel like you're supposed to dash in and do damage and then reflect. Oh, kill the diva! Ooh. Oh, okay, this is... You can literally grab these two and win the game.
Ô Marcelo pra trás, por favor.
Beautiful, that's even better. And again, I like the adaptation of jumping, you know, on the payload to get a better vantage point. So the reload, so I think here our Zarya player is like, I'm gonna grab, so we see the reload happening. They had eyes on the Mercy. They jump up on the payload, get a great vantage point. We have the ammo, the charge, and the personal shield, so we have everything we need to really attack this grab by ourselves. The personal shield, please, right here, personal shield. Okay, beautiful, there we go. Very nice. That was a good finishing play from the Zarya.
Boa.
Just a heads up for anyone watching, if I'm only watching one attack in one defense round. If it goes beyond that, I'm not gonna continue into that footage just because I think, you know, once you see a full attack and defend, especially on maps like this, you kind of seen everything. So that took about 7 minutes. It's an 18-minute video, so we'll see if that does happen. I know in the past I have done, you know, full matches. So I've seen, I think the longest match I did, there was like 2 King's Row attacks and 2 King's Row defenses, and it was just so long. I think it ended up being like 5 parts. So I'm trying to avoid stuff like that. So we'll be looking at a full attack and a full defend, and then doing our final notes. So before we start the second round, notes for that first round, reloading was very good. I didn't really see any, you know, super high ammo reload, so that's a solid note there. Your personal shield use, you were getting a lot of energy, just got to work on ducking back so you can get out with that energy. For projected barriers, I think the biggest thing I can say is definitely turn on those allied health bars so you can see who needs them when. For the most part, you had good projected barriers. It's just hard to tell from a spectating standpoint, you know, what the value was, because it's hard to see if someone like took a chunk of damage off on the side or etc. You kind of got into a better flow with your Genji near the end there, not barriering him while he was reflecting, so that was good. In terms of positioning, again, be a little more aggressive with your personal shield, especially when your Roadhog was frontlining. You know, you with Zarya and that personal shield is like another layer of protection that a lot of people don't think about. You can body block a ton of damage for your Roadhog, which gives you energy, which is always good as a Zarya player. Good gravitons. Let's see, you had the giant one right after point 1, which was really good. Unfortunately, I think you guys won the fight off of that. Did you have? Oh, and then you had the second graviton when Winston's bubble was down. That was also very good, and obviously the final graviton to win the point. So your graviton usage seems to be very good. Now I will say as a note, the enemy team is making it a bit easy for these gravitons. No shield characters. They're using their ultimates before you even grab. We saw each time they didn't have a sound barrier, which is kind of insane, but you are, as the Zarya player, you're doing a good job tracking those cooldowns, seeing those opportunities, and getting good gravitons off. So kudos to you there. So let's see, I talked about positioning, reloading, ability usage, target selection. Good target selection to focus the diva on that first round of attack. That was very good. And then near the end there was just a bunch of, or near the middle section, just a bunch of squishies. So you're just kind of grenading whoever is closest. I would say make Mercy a priority a little bit more, especially when she is out of position, focused on healing. Try and, you know, whittle her down so maybe a teammate can finish her off. Target selection on the third point. Again, you're burning down that diva. I'd say maybe make the Winston like a little more of a priority, but both times that I'm thinking of, you were literally right about to graviton, so not really too much of a note there, but your target selection was pretty good. I'd just say kind of, you know, put Mercy a little bit higher in your tier list. Anyway, guys, that's it for round 1. Let's get started with round 2. Sorry guys, my wife just messaged me and I missed that first fight. Okay, so your team's positioning is extremely aggressive here. Super aggressive. And while your Symmetra gets picked off, Junkrat shouldn't be out this far. You guys should really be holding in the back over there between the fountain and the hotel, so you can kind of rotate to whichever side they go to. This is extremely aggressive positioning. For example, any Reinhardt could just charge your Rein right into the fountain over here, so pretty dangerous. Oh my god, your Junkrat is still in front of your Reinhardt. Good bubble because he got hooked. I was kind of hoping we saw that, but I think he's going to die anyway. Yep. Oh my god, back up. Your Reinhardt got a huge pick on... Oh, this is personal shield time. Okay. Sorry. There's so many things just happened, guys. Excuse me. Let me unpack everything that just happened. So, Junkrat was still playing in front of the Rein shield for whatever reason. That's a positioning mistake by him. We see the shield come out from our allied Zarya, which was as much as she could do in that situation to save him, protect him from his own mistakes. Unfortunately, he did still die. Now, as this fight was rolling, we see our Reinhardt, the blue Reinhardt, gets a huge pick on the enemy Reinhardt, which kind of effectively like shuts down their attack, right? Because they're going to have a hard time pushing in without the Reinhardt shield. Now, the other thing I was mentioning was right here, right there, you see our allied Reinhardt shield break, right? You see all these like shield fragments, and this is when body blocking with personal shield becomes like an amazing tactic as a Zarya player. If you pop this barrier right now and step in between, you know, Roadhog and your Reinhardt, so this is Zarya right here, you're saving your Reinhardt from a potential hook without having to use projected barrier, and you're getting energy from it. So that's what I wanted to see here. That's the improvement I think that could happen in this situation in the future. Unfortunately, we do get hooked. Right here would have been like the perfect time because you just stepped in between Roadhog and Reinhardt. Unfortunately, you do get hooked, but you have the personal shield available. Now you just need to back up because you know your Reinhardt shield is super weak and it's just broken. You guys need to retreat. You guys 100% need to retreat here. Oh, so lucky. Oh my god, Mercy just danced with the devil by flying right there. So right here is another perfect example of when we want those allied health bars. Right now, is he full health doing this charge, or is he like 100 HP doing this charge? You know, each of those is different. Knowing those two different scenarios would affect when we do the barrier. If he's full HP, I'd probably wait a second or two to see how far he gets in the charge before he takes a chunk of damage. If he makes the whole charge without taking any damage, I'll just barrier at the end. So it's one of those things where health bars really provide another layer of information for a Zarya player to make it say perfect right there. Exactly. He died, and as Zarya, we didn't know how weak he was because we didn't have those HP bars. If we knew he was that weak, I'm confident Andy would have put the barrier on him, but again, you know, that's just a tip for all Zarya players is turn on those allied health bars. Unfortunate. Oh no, Mercy didn't get the Reinhardt. Oh god. Thank your healers. Your healers just kept you alive. Oh my god. Thank your healers, Andy. So this positioning here is good. We are the new front line because our Reinhardt's dead. You're challenging this Roadhog with ammo, with personal shield. You use the personal shield, block the hook, and now this Roadhog can't touch you. So, and then you see the kind of falling back because the personal shield is gone. A definite missed opportunity, guys. I don't know if you saw that, but I'm going to point it out. So right here, this is super important information as a Zarya player. If your Mercy is healing you, you really have to pay, like, in the corner of your eye, pay attention to this health bar, because we see she is getting hurt. She's getting chunked by something, and you know, Mercy is an amazing healer, so we really want to turn around, look at our Mercy, and protect her. This Symmetra's, you know, it's a little bit of tunnel vision here. We see the Symmetra is attacking the Roadhog, but we know Roadhog doesn't have a hook, and Symmetra maybe wins that. It's hard to say with Roadhog's new drink changes. I really don't think Symmetra should be fighting that 1v1 actually. I think about it with Roadhog changes. He'll just drink and then hook Symmetra again. But the main thing is our only source of healing, because Symmetra's not a healer, is just getting chunked right next to us. And unfortunately, we are not able to see that and then turn around and save her. Now we do get a good barrier on our Symmetra, which is exactly what I was saying. Roadhog just gonna drink and get his cooldowns back and hook Symmetra. But you know, this is not a bad barrier by any means, but I think it would have been better to keep the Mercy alive. And Symmetra, she had TP, but she's fighting on the front line, so definitely a mistake by the Symmetra also.
O TP Symmetra. Ah. Por que Symmetra não funciona? O TP Symmetra.
That's unfortunate.
Por que Symmetra não funciona, cara?
So that right there, solid positioning, except your Reinhardt fell back. If I was you as Zarya, I thought your Reinhardt was a lot closer. You know, that was good positioning on the most part. You just need to run away. Oh, there you go. Now Reinhardt showed up. Whew. I got scared he abandoned you. Okay, so here, in terms of positioning, this is by being in front of your Reinhardt is dangerous, especially because your personal shield's on cooldown. Now it's only on cooldown for 1 more second, but it is on cooldown. So you know that Roadhog's hook is about to come up because you just blocked it with your personal shield, and by standing this far in front of Ryan's shield, he could hook you and pull you into his team, and then your personal shield's not going to save you. Now what you're doing, all you're doing here is lobbing grenades at the enemy team. You could be doing the same exact thing, but from behind the safety of the Reinhardt shield. So this is a bit of a positioning mistake, kind of playing chicken, like a 50-50 situation. Will you or won't you block the hook? And you really don't want to put yourself in those situations unless it's a 1v1 with no other factors. Now since the Reinhardt is here, it's better to just stand behind him. And you're getting so aggressive here. Oh, there you go. This is where you want to be, right here. Just stay right here. Okay, you use a shield, then you back up. Wow, where'd your Reinhardt go? Okay, I would have liked to see your Reinhardt charge right here. And I'll explain why. Hang on. I need the red Reinhardt to be in the position that I'm talking about. Right. Good block from your Reinhardt. Right here, the red Reinhardt is standing in front of the payload. He's off to the side now, but for a second he was standing right here. That's such an easy pin for your Reinhardt. It's super short range, gets the 300 damage off from the pin. I would have liked to see him do that. Unfortunately, he doesn't. And if he did, I would have liked to see you shield him. But that's all hypothetical. Your Symmetra, man, she's just going. You got Mercy. Good Earth Shatter from your Reinhardt. That was a pretty good fight by your team. Oh, perfect. That was a really good. That was a really good personal shield there to block the scatter arrow. The enemy team's running double sniper. Sorry, double sniper Reaper Tracer. I'm so confused. Yep, good retreat, good retreat. So right now, I want to see a Graviton happen because they just used a bunch of ults. You see the Mercy is nearby enough. I want to see like run past the Reinhardt and Graviton like right around here after verifying where the Mercy is. Oh, perfect. Like you see the Mercy's right here. You see there's a squishy right there. Actually, now you don't need to grab because you guys just killed 2 people. So don't do it. 3 people dead. The Junkrat won the fight for you guys. Oh, that Reaper just wasted Death Blossom so hard. Shield the Junkrat. Oh, that's alright. That's a good kill. Your Junkrat is playing way risky. The red team is staggering pretty hard now. Junkrat needs to come back. Oh, this is a great grab opportunity because Reinhardt willingly separated himself from his team. Right here? Oh, right here. Ugh, gorgeous. Oh, we missed it though. Good shield there onto your Ryan, who's getting just completely battered. All right, don't ult. I feel like, guys. Oh, beautiful! That was also a great graviton. They used resurrect, and you grabbed just the squishies. Oh no, you and Reinhardt comboed the same time. That feels bad. That sucks. You guys just used 5 ultimates. Remember to shoot at it. Well, not remember because you can't hear me, so you can't, change what you're doing. But yeah, when fighting Hanzos, be sure to, shoot at their feet. I feel like in terms of review, there was like, well, the red team was staggering, guys. I feel like I didn't say much about like barrier usage at all. I don't know. I guess there really wasn't much to say. It's just like a big like swath of gameplay here where I didn't really have much to say besides, criticizing the Junkrat. Now, kudos to you for not shielding him, right? No one was shooting at him. He wasn't in danger. You're there ready with the shield, but you haven't shielded him yet. So I like the discipline there to not waste that projected barrier. And your discipline with your personal shield was pretty good there also. But yeah, sorry guys, fast forwarding back to where we were. Thanks for letting me go back and look at that. Oh no. Uh-oh, he went too far. Oh, beautiful. Burn down the diva. And I could not, let me pause. I could not imagine pressing like triangle or Y to ult, because you have to take your finger off of the stick that you aim with to shoot your ultimate. That just sounds really, really hard. So, kudos to you. Kudos to console players for being able to like one and done ults. They have to like take their finger off the stick to shoot it. That sounds really difficult.
Ah, mentira, cara, eu nem tava no raio.
No. So let's talk about how we ended up dying here. We're moving up, trying to burn the Diva mech. No personal shield, no personal shield. We have played so aggressive without the personal shield that we then have to use it to fall back. But here's the mistake: is we use the personal shield. Excuse me. We use the personal shield for protection, but we're missing the fall back part of this like pattern, right? And yeah, we're just looking at it one more time. We move up, we move up, we move up. No personal shield, and we're playing this aggressive. So already, pretty dangerous to be doing this. We have all this charge, and we want to keep it, but our positioning is very, very close to throwing all this charge away. So then we use the personal shield, and we really should be using it to get out because we've just been playing so aggressive. But we're trying to secure the kill on Hanzo, and then we get stuck out here, and that's how we end up losing the charge and dying, guys. So really be careful with your personal shields. Look at that personal shield cooldown. Have aggression, but tempered aggression. Really understand that Zarya's aggression is very much based on her cooldowns. And when your personal shield is there to help is there to get you charged, but it's also there to help you survive, and you need to use it to get out when you are in situations that you shouldn't be in. Really good bubble there, honestly. That guy was surrounded by like 5 people. See, here's another a missed opportunity for allied health bars. I'm just gonna be really quick about this one. We see our Reinhardt there. We could shield him, but as Zarya, be like, I don't know what your HP is, and then he dies. So unfortunate. A shield would have been really amazing there. Turn around for the Reaper. He's gonna Death Blossom. Wow, his Death Blossom got stuffed by something. I'm not sure what. Alright guys, I missed a shield here. I had to go back, excuse me. Oh, you got lucky he missed. Grenades. Definitely more grenades right here. He might not be aiming at you, but the Hanzo is aiming at someone. And by you shooting a grenade at him, you'll mess up his aim and make him miss whoever he's shooting at. So definitely use grenades against Hanzos and stuff. Also, we used a personal shield, but alright, let's look at this personal shield. I know we've like watched this segment like 10 times, guys. Forgive me, I wish I could rewind only like 3 seconds instead of 5, but anyway. Why are we using this personal shield right here? He is not even looking at us, and we use the personal shield. So that's kind of not a very good personal shield because he's literally, we're not taking any damage. He's not looking at us, so I'd probably say this is the worst personal shield we've seen, and it's not even that bad in terms of like this. Like it could be much worse. But you know, hopefully, you know, don't use your personal shield until people are shooting you, until you have their attention. That way you get the most value out of those shields. Good shield on the Symmetra there. Your Junkrat has consistently got double kills with his tire, man. Alright, okay, now we're seeing the same mistake again. We just used personal shield again. We're seeing the same 2 mistakes actually. And coming up here, we use personal shield when no one is shooting at us. Absolutely no one. You know, to be fair, actually, I think Reaper fired his shotgun once at us, and we took 4 damage, but you definitely want there to be more damage coming at us before we use that personal shield. So we use the personal shield, don't get anything out of it, but then the personal shield is gone, and we were still playing aggressive. So we're seeing like a culmination of 2 mistakes here: playing aggressive without shield, and then, you know, using the shield when we didn't need to. Like, I bet having the shield versus the Hanzo would have been really good. He did about half our HP. Yeah, he did over half our HP because we didn't have shield. And then now as Zarya, we're scared. We heard the like breaking shield sound. We use our shield, but you need to get out now. You need to get out. Oh, good job. That's better. We see the shield happen. It gets instantly popped, by the way. Right here, he used it, gone, instantly gone. Because it blocked this D.Va self-destruct behind us. Uh-oh, watch the Earth Shatter. Yep. Good barrier there, though. You could only shield one of them. That was super dangerous Graviton because they have a D.Va. The D.Va just died to Symmetra, so I was like, oh, I don't think she's here. But clearly her defense matrix is here somewhere, so that was actually like really scary. It was a good grab because they blew their support ultimate, right? They used the resurrect, which is now okay. If I grab and we win, there's nothing to stop. There's nothing to save them. So the thinking is definitely there. It's good thinking. I want to know how D.Va came back to life so soon. So right here, D.Va died. So it's 14:47. What are death timers? Like 12 seconds, 10 seconds? So maybe she just had enough time to come back? It's been 10 seconds now. Yeah, so it looks like D.Va just came back normally, so we saw a little bit of lasering, when we were thinking about using Graviton. So just a little thing, we just wasted a bit of ammo, not too much. But yeah, that was a huge Graviton. Definitely would recommend grenades versus Tracer. She's just so nimble. Oof, that was a good grenade. No, focus the D.Va, yeah. Focus the D.Va, she's a huge pain in the butt. Again, we saw the shield there when no one was... this shield's not as bad because we're like in the thick of a fight there. Well, D.Va's using defense matrix. you want to hold the shield till it expires because she'll start shooting you then. So just like that one was just like a slightly mistimed.
As costas,
No. Oh, that sucks. Good bubble there. I want to see if you reactively did this or bubbled. Okay, I'm gonna call that reactive. That was a good bubble. Really, really, really good. Oh, beautiful. Burned down the D.Va mech and grenaded it. Very, very good. You guys have won the fight. You've got 2 kills here and D.Va's out of mech. I would not use Graviton.
A ping não agora, né?
Good grenade. Yep, we already used Earth Shatter. Don't need the Graviton. I want us to win this game off of Grav. I want us to be the Zarya of our dreams. Wow, we are playing aggressive, but we have personal shield, so we can play aggressive. Now, however, again, we see the same mistake. We're moving up, being aggressive with our personal shield, and the shield's gone, and we need to fall back. We're just missing the fallback part. It eventually does come out, just a little bit delayed. I think we should have fell back like a little sooner. And even though, guys, I know it's like it's really nitpicky to say like you should have fell back like a second or two sooner. In a different game, in a different situation, those 1 or 2 seconds will make all the difference between like living and dying. And you can see that in my own gameplay in my YouTube channel. I'll use a shield and like think about falling back, and then like okay I should, and then that 1 second was like I was just too far from my Ryan. I get hooked or something. So. It does make the difference. Careful of the grav. Ooh, grabbing right in D.Va's face. Yeah, so I think this was really forced for a couple of reasons. So first off, we're finally falling back from that previous shield. And look at our positioning. We're playing so aggressive without personal shield, which I'm not a fan of. They're not even contesting the cart yet, and now they're contesting it, so I take that back. But the thing is, you're also grabbing like right in front of D.Va's face. Okay, actually, I take it back. The Zarya player sees the defense matrix. The defense matrix does have a 1 second cooldown, and he grabs in the window of the defense matrix cooldown, so that was good. So that's actually good timing. It's just the placement was a little off. Mercy does manage to get away right before you grab. Definitely should have shot it like right now, like a split second sooner. So that's just small improvement. Definitely your head's in the right place. I still think you're being a little bit too aggressive with your positioning when your barrier's down, but reading the D.Va correctly, reading the defense matrix cooldown was very, very good. The placement, of course, just I think you placed it here actually to try and catch the Mercy. So let's see if you succeeded. Doesn't look like it. Uh-oh. That was a waste. Definitely didn't need to bury your Reinhardt there because he has his own shield. Yep, definitely didn't need to bury her there. Well, let's look at these reloads. I think we saw, or at least noticed, the first kind of awkward reload. Nope, not even. Man, this guy, your reloading is on point.
Já foi, Mercy.
Made the mech. Oh, you mistimed the grenade a bit, but again, head's in the right place. Just mistimed the grenade just a little. Oh. Whew, that was a good match, guys. That was a good win. So, Andy with the victory. Good job. So again, the main thing, and this was kind of consistent with round 1, is your aggression without personal shield is a little too much. I'd say play more reserved when you don't have those cooldowns. And when you find yourself in those situations where you are being aggressive and without personal shield and your personal shield comes off cooldown, use the personal shield to get out, to get to safety. Keep all that hard-won charge. Second biggest tip is turn on those allied health bars. Definitely highly recommend it. What else? Projected barriers are pretty good the whole game. Again, having those allied health bars on will help you have better projected barriers. I didn't think I saw really any completely awful bear. Maybe like a couple actually. I think there was just like a couple on Genji and a couple missed opportunities where someone died. But again, you don't have those HP bars, so you don't see those opportunities. So don't worry about those ones. Just do your best to get quality barriers off. And I think the main one, the biggest like oopsie barrier or lack thereof, was when your Mercy was getting damaged on your point 1 defense by the Reaper. That's the one where you want to see Mercy's HP bar getting chunked and turn around and barrier her, save her. Maybe she changes the course of that fight. But besides that, you had pretty good barriers, a lot of good ones on your front line like Reinhardt, etc., protecting people that got hooked or charged. So that was good there. Okay, so let's see. Target selection was pretty good. Burning down these tanks, Diva, Reinhardt, etc. So that's good. Your beam grenade discipline, you seem to favor beam a lot. And you kind of use both of them a lot, and kind of like in I want to say like different situations. So just in general, when you see a bunch of squishy targets grouped up, use the grenade. You'll damage all of them, get a bunch of ult charge, and then when you see big fat tanks, use the beam. Those are my two just kind of blanket recommendations for the two firing modes. Positioning, already talked about it. Target selection, talked about that. Ability usage, talked about that. Your gravitons were all pretty good. Just the placement on that last one was a bit lackluster, but that's okay. I'm sure all your other gravitons were definitely very, very good. I think that's everything, guys. And your reloading was just on point. Every single time I thought you were reloading preemptively, no, you were at like sub 10 ammo, man. So good job with the reloading for sure. So that's going to be it for this review, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, if you liked this video, please give it a like and share it with your friends that are trying to improve as Zarya players. And again, you can follow me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Discord. All those links will be in the description. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching, and hope this was helpful, and have a good one. Thanks for sticking around till the end of the video. Check out these two other videos on the left hand side, and be sure to subscribe by clicking that button on the right. If you like all of this stuff, you can follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Discord, and of course YouTube. All the links will be in the description below. Again, thanks so much for watching, guys, and have a good one.